Proton E-Mars 7 intelligence that electrifies. Real. Jamghar jahan real party pack tyahan.
Proud to be associated with Kantipur News.
Good afternoon. I'm Samriddhi K.C. and these are the headlines of the hour. House meeting fails to convene until now amid ongoing opposition obstruction. Deadlock persists as Parliament fails to convene over visa probe dispute. Parliament sets up subcommittees to explore domestic workers' job in UAE. Lawmakers begin study on sending Nepalese to the nation. Israel launches major airstrike on Iran's nuclear sites, killing top commanders. Iran vows severe retaliation as tensions escalate. And Netherlands outshines Scotland in one of the ODI's greatest comebacks. Muse sets record as Netherlands steal the show in Dundee. The House of Representatives meeting, which has been stalled for an extended period due to the continued obstruction by opposition parties, has not been able to convene until now. Although the ruling parties Nepali Congress and CPN-UML have shown flexibility regarding an investigation into the visit visa controversy, the opposition parties have yet to reach a consensus on whether to move forward with the formation of a probe committee or to set a specific deadline. As a result, uncertainty remains over whether today's meeting will actually take place. The meeting was scheduled for 1 p.m. at the Federal Parliament building in New Baneshwar. The agenda includes Speaker Devraj Khemire forwarding official documents received from the Office of the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. Likewise, Chair of the State Affairs and Good Governance Committee, Ram Hari Khatibara, is scheduled to present the committee's report on Federal Civil Service Bill 2082. Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Vishnu Paudel will also present a proposal to initiate a general discussion on the annual estimates of revenue and expenditure for the fiscal year 2082-83. A general discussion on the same is included in the meeting's agenda today. Now moving on, 3 parliamentary subcommittees have been formed to study the possibility of sending Nepali domestic workers for foreign employment to UAE, with whom Nepal has signed bilateral labor agreements. The Industry, Commerce, Labour and Consumer Welfare Committee under the House of Representatives formed the subcommittees during its meeting held at Singhadarbar. Committee Chairperson Abdul Khan stated that coordinators of the subcommittees will be determined during their first meetings. According to Khan, the committee will also seek the views of political parties before making a decision regarding domestic workers. He stated that it is important to gather the opinions of the political parties in the issue that involves domestic workers. A written decision will be issued today and the coordinators will be decided through internal meetings. Hundreds of small and large-scale projects have been left stranded due to the government's tendency to launch projects for popularity without securing necessary funding and allocating budgets without prioritizing construction. In some cases, billions have been spent just in the name of studies. In others, work has halted halfway.
The government has backed away from the East-West Railway project, for which it spent 33.5 billion Nepali rupees over the past 16 years just on studies. Through the budget for the upcoming fiscal year 2082-83, the government announced the release of land acquired for the Kakarbhita-Itahari section, which had been reserved for railway construction. While 500 million rupees had already been spent on the detailed project report and land acquisition process for the Jhapa-Sunsari section, 4 billion rupees had been spent for the DPR covering the entire Mechi to Mahakali stretch. With this decision, it is now clear that the government has withdrawn from the railway construction process. The land acquisition process had begun in the Nepalese year 2077 during KP Sharma Oli's second term as Prime Minister. But now, under his tenure again, the plan has been scrapped. The government is now working on revising its strategy for railway development.
विभिन्न विकल्पहरूको बारेमा छलफल गर्दै जाँदा हामीले अब विस्तारै गर्ने हो यो हामीले गर्ने नै हो, तर हामी अहिले तत्कालीन गर्न सक्दैनौं। यो क्रमशः गर्दै जाने भएको हुँदाखेरि पूर्व पश्चिम जुन राजमार्ग छ त्यो राजमार्गको बीच भागबाट चाहिँ हामीले माथि उठाउने भायोडक्ट उठाउने भायोडक्ट के भन्छ संरचना निर्माण गर्ने र त्यस मार्फतबाट माथिबाट हामीले रेल कुदाउने.
The railway is just one representative example. There are countless instances where the government has mishandled billion-rupee projects. The Pushpalal Mid-Hill Highway, which began in the fiscal year 2064-65, has now achieved 80.4% physical progress. However, the government is now set to change the alignment of this once prestigious project. So far, 70.03 billion rupees has already been spent on it. The much-discussed Buri Gandaki multi-purpose project has also consumed nearly 4.5 billion rupees. Residents of the affected areas have already received compensation, yet the government is still uncertain about the project's construction modality.
सबै एउटा क्राइटेरियाहरू बनाएर राष्ट्रिय विकासको लागि राष्ट्रिय प्राथमिकता छनौट गर्ने बरु त्यसमा अलिकति समय लिउँ तर त्यसरी छनौट भएका प्रोजेक्टहरूलाई निरन्तरता दिएर चाहिँ सक्नेतिर लाग्नु पर्यो.
The practice of including projects in plans and budgets without securing resources only to let them stagnate for years not only escalates projects' costs but also causes suffering to the public. In the budget for the upcoming fiscal year, the government has slashed around 4,000 projects, of which about 400 fall under the physical infrastructure category.
सबै राजनीतिक पार्टीका प्रमुख नेताहरू एक्सपर्टहरू सबै बसेर नि यो 15 वर्ष 20 वर्षमा चाहिँ नि हामी यी 4-5 एउटा के प्रोजेक्टहरू बनाउँछौं यो 15 वर्षमा यसरी जान्छ भन्ने कुरामा उहाँहरुको अठोट चाहियो. अठोटको साथसाथै अकाउन्टेबल हुने भने त अल्टिमेटली उहाँहरुले नै हो नि.
In the current scenario, the question is, when projects that have already consumed billions fall apart and the hard-earned resources that funded them go to waste, who will take responsibility?
सबैले भएर हिजोका कमी कमजोरीलाई सुधार्दै अगाडि बढ्नु चाहिँ अहिलेको बाटो हो भन्ने लाग्छ मलाई.
The government's plan to build 54 new cities, including 4 in the corners of Kathmandu Valley, has also been derailed. Projects like the outer ring road around Kathmandu Valley and the Kokona section of the fast track have not even begun. Projects like river cleaning and corridor development show very weak physical progress. Dozens of large projects under ministries such as energy, water supply and urban development have also remained stalled. With Sanjay Luitel on camera, a report by Vikas Acharya for Kantipur News.
Since 27th of May, opposition parties have been obstructing the House of Representatives, demanding the resignation of Home Minister Ramesh Lekhak and the formation of an investigative committee over the visit visa scandal. During this period, 3 House sessions were postponed with official notices and 10 were adjourned without addressing the agenda due to the obstruction. As a result, discussions on the budget have not taken place, nor have any bills been introduced. Despite the political deadlock, lawmakers continue to receive allowances for the days when sessions are disrupted.
The House of Representatives, lower house of the Federal Parliament, has been held hostage for nearly 2 weeks. Despite no sessions taking place, lawmakers continue to receive allowances, costing the state over 10 million rupees in salaries and benefits during this inactive period. Even when the House is obstructed, lawmakers mark their attendance, making them eligible for daily allowances. The obstruction began on May 27 with opposition parties demanding accountability from Home Minister Ramesh Lekhak over the visit visa scandal. While the budget was allowed to be tabled on May 29, the Parliament has remained stalled since. The ongoing session was meant to pass critical bills, including the Citizenship Bill, Federal Civil Service Bill, Land Bill, and laws related to the Nepal Police and Armed Police. But ongoing obstruction has halted all progress, including meaningful debate on the budget, even as parliamentary expenses continue. Lawmakers currently earn a monthly salary of 66,000 rupees, along with a daily session allowance of 2,000 rupees. With 270 MPs, daily allowances alone cost 540,000 rupees. Of the last 13 sessions, only 3 were cancelled outright. The remaining 10, though obstructed, still qualified lawmakers for allowances, totaling 5.4 million rupees during this period. Lawmakers also receive an additional 3,000 rupees for communication, 2,000 for utilities, and 18,000 for housing, bringing their average monthly package to 91,000 rupees. In just the last 13 disrupted sessions, over 10 million rupees have been spent on these perks. While Parliament's core role is to make laws and hold the government accountable, legislative work has remained paralyzed as millions from the public purses are being spent on inactive lawmakers. Disagreements are expected in a democracy, but parties have remained rigid, the leadership disengaged, and the Speaker's effort ineffective, leaving taxpayers to foot the bill for a non-functional Parliament.
It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
The question is, what do you think of thousands of rupees being spent on allowances for parliamentarians even as the House meeting remains stalled? Option A, exploitation of state coffer. Option B, should stop during absence of meeting. Option C, blame goes to the leadership. And option D, prefer not to comment. Visit www.kantipurtv.com or www.ekantipur.com to share your opinion with us. Foreign investment. The inflow of foreign capital has not kept pace with the amount of profit being repatriated by companies operating in the country. While there has been an increase in small-scale investments, commitments in large-scale industries, those capable of generating significant employment have not shown noticeable growth.
Nepal Rashtra Bank's latest report on the country's economic and financial situation shows a significant increase in profit repatriation compared to the previous year. By the end of the Nepali month of Baisakh in the fiscal year 2079-80, profit repatriation stood at 1.8 billion Nepali rupees. In the same period last year, this figure had dropped to just 690 million rupees. However, by the end of the Nepali month of Baisakh this year, the amount has surged to 4.7 billion rupees. During the same period last year, Nepal received 7.04 billion rupees in foreign investment. This year, foreign investment has increased to 10.6 billion rupees. Still, with more profits being repatriated, the net foreign investment has decreased. Last year, net foreign investment was 6.97 billion rupees. This year, it has declined to 5.89 billion rupees, a drop of 1.08 billion rupees.
10 अरब चान्चुन आयो भन्ने भन्दा पनि वास्तवमा खुद नेपाली अर्थतन्त्रमा गएको र आएको मिसाउँदाखेरि खुदमा चाहिँ तपाईको 5 अर्ब 90 करोड मात्रै हो। आगामी दिनमा अब के छ भने सरकारले हिउँदमा यो 5-6 वटा अध्यादेश ल्यायो। त्यसले के गर्यो भने 2021 को एउटा विदेशमा लगानी गर्न प्रतिबन्ध लाउने ऐन थियो, त्यो ऐन खारेज गर्यो। अब यो ऐनको कार्यविधि नियमावली लागू भएर गर्न थालेपछि हाम्रो विदेशमा जाने लगानी पनि नेपालबाट विदेशमा जाने लगानी पनि बढ्छ।
The Department of Industry has also approved a larger amount of repatriation. By the end of the Nepali month of Baisakh last year, 9.01 Nepali billion rupees was approved for repatriation. This year, it has increased to 9.49 billion rupees. Even though profit outflow has increased, foreign investment has not increased at the same pace. By the end of the Nepali month of Baisakh last year, 307 industries had committed 42.9 billion rupees in foreign investment. This year, 576 industries have committed 57.06 billion rupees. While the number of approved projects has grown, most of them are small scale, leading to limited improvement in overall foreign investment.
ट्रेन्ड सिनारियो चाहिँ बढ्दो नै देखिन्छ लगानीको हिसाबले पनि प्रोजेक्टको हिसाबले पनि। तर एउटा च्यालेन्जिङ के हो भने गत वर्षको र यो वर्षको हेर्दा संख्यामा झन्नै दोब्बरले वृद्धि हुँदा पनि तर लगानीको हिसाबले चाहिँ त्यति धेरै उत्साहजनक वृद्धि भएको देखिदैन। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि साना प्रोजेक्टहरुमा मात्रै अलिकति वैदेशिक लगानी फेरि फोकस भइराछ कि साना प्रोजेक्टहरुमा आइराछ कि भन्ने छ। त्यसले चाहिँ अलिकति ठूला परियोजनाहरुमा अझै पनि विश्वासको वातावरण बन्न सकिन कि अझै आकर्षित हुन सकिन कि भन्ने चाहिँ देखिन्छ।
Out of the 576 approved investments this year, 562 are small-scale projects, only 10 are medium-sized, and just 4 are large-scale industries. The low number of commitments in medium and large industries, combined with issues such as land acquisition, lack of infrastructure, and bureaucratic delays, has made it difficult to convert these commitments into actual investment.
Welcome back. Time for Sports Update.
Sports News.
Netherlands secured a historic 4-wicket victory over Scotland in the ICC Cricket World Cup League 2. The Dutch team chased down a massive target of 370 runs. Batting first after winning the toss in Dundee, the home side Scotland posted a formidable total of 369 runs for the loss of 6 wickets in 50 overs. The highlight of the innings was George Munsey's record-breaking knock of 191 runs. He was denied double century by Vivian Kingma. Munsey faced 150 balls, hitting 14 fours and 11 sixes. He became the first player from an associate nation to score the highest individual score in a single ODI match. Previously, Ireland's Paul Stirling held the record with 177 runs against Canada in 2010. Ireland now holds Test status. Captain Matthew Cross contributed 59 runs, while Michael Leask remained unbeaten on 28 runs. Aryan Dutt and Michael Leavitt took 2 wickets for each for Netherlands. The Netherlands chased down the target with 4 balls to spare, losing 6 wickets in the process. The chase was the second highest in ODI history after South Africa's famous chase of 435 runs against Australia in 2006. Now Nepal, the Netherlands and Scotland will compete in the T20I Tri-Series starting Sunday. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.